Welcome to the Teach Starter podcast, where teaching inspiration begins. At Teach Starter, we help teachers and their students have more of those amazing aha moments in the classroom. We think teaching is the best job in the world, and we're here to help you thrive, teachers. Let's do this. Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm Bron and I'm here with Jill. Hey Jill.
Hey Bron, how you going?
I'm good. Hey, do you know how you can easily convert our Teach Starter PDF resources into Google Slides?
Yes.
You do?
I do.
Can you teach us?
Yeah.
Can you please take us through?
Well, look, who'd have thought, this time, however long ago now, what are we at, like 6 or 7 years ago, we would have thought that we'd still be in this. Is it 6? No, it can't be that long. Feels like that long. That we would be here still doing this.
We're talking about remote teaching, not just generally teaching. By the way.
Yeah. Do these kids still need to be educated? I mean, these kids just keep coming. Where
do they come from? But seriously, I did see a teacher posted, Mr. PICT in the UK posted the other day and said, do you guys realise, like when you actually think about it, the kids that are in grade 6 now have been doing remote learning since they were in grade 3, and the kids who are in grade yeah, does that maths work out?
Maybe for them because they're the middle.
Yes, that's why. Yep. Same with the States. So all Northern Hemisphere, this is them. And the kids that are in grade 3 now have been doing this since they were in kindergarten. So when you think about it as a percentage of a child's life, it's a huge amount of learning and development that this has impacted on. So we're working in different ways. We're doing things differently. We're trying to deliver this curriculum and get the stuff to the kids a whole different way. It has been going on a long time and it feels like a lifetime. Like it does actually feel like, yes, it's a long time.
Well, it's one of those things, if you're looking for more activities, so you're getting to a point where you may have exhausted some things that you have.
You've gotten to the end of Google. Who could get to the end of Teach Starter? We've got like hundreds of thousands of pages of resources, but at the end of remote learning, you might have got to the bottom.
Well, that's right. Well, at the end of all of our lockdowns, we may be at the end of Netflix. Who knows? Can anyone finish Netflix?
I already am. What are you talking about? I did that months ago.
So what you can do there, you can take any PDF on the website and you can turn it into a Google slide to use within Google Classroom if that is the program that you're using. Yep. And we are getting asked about that a lot. So I think teachers are now starting to get to a point where it's like, I need some more.
Yes, exactly. We're working on it, guys. Don't worry. But also the two questions that come through are, how do you do it? And are we allowed to do it? Are Teach Starter members allowed? Because teachers, I remember being in the classroom and you get drilled with intellectual property stuff by the departments and the union because you do not want your head on the chopping block. No. What we're saying is that if you're a member of Teach Starter and you have access to these PDFs, you are absolutely welcome to distribute them to your class because we're all about that. We want these kids to get these things. And if you're teaching remotely, that's what you're going to have to do. So
exactly.
It's a yes, and that's an easy answer. And the other question is not as easy to answer. So I'm going to let you take us through it.
Well, it's when some teachers are even sort of saying, okay, Google Slides, what is it? And why would I want to use it? So Holly's written a blog and it's just how to create Google Slides from PDFs. Probably me going through the steps on here is going to maybe not be that helpful because you're probably not sitting in front of the computer doing it right away. Yeah. But Holly has really made it so easy. She's done and I love a numbered list where I'm like, right, number 1, download the PDF from Teach Starter. Yep. Number 2, I can even open the PDF. I love it because I'm like literally a tick. I follow stuff and I go, yep, next one.
That's very prescriptive and instructional.
Well, then open number PDF. 3.
Well,
go to File, Export to, Image, JPEG, and I will follow those steps and I will not deviate from them. And I think that's the best.
It's so good.
So basically you can take any PDF and if it's a PowerPoint, you can really easily convert it to PDF in your file settings as well. So you can even use a PowerPoint if you want to.
Yes.
You just convert it to a PDF first.
Yeah.
And then you go and you open up like a new Google slide.
Yep.
It goes through all the steps on how to do it. And it's actually really easy. The first time you do it, you might be a bit like, where is all these things?
Yeah.
But you will, once you've done it once, you get pretty quick at it and it's pretty easy. But also to make it super, super easy, there is a video there as well. So you can actually see the steps
and
follow it.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to really help you. And then what you can do is you can share it with your students.
Mm-hmm.
And it also even like says how to access Google Slides.
So
You
good.
can then share that with your students and then they can complete it on the Google Slides.
Yes, because you can add
Yeah.
your little text boxes in for them
Yeah.
to add their responses. So it's all
Yes.
just like boop, 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 back and forth. Beautiful. Love
Exactly. So
it.
then you can go and add text boxes wherever you want.
Yep.
If there's spots that you actually want them to write in, you can, and then they can just type directly in it.
Amazing.
It means then that you can take anything you want and turn it into a remote learning activity.
Yeah.
And that means you can really pick and choose. There
Mhm.
could be some students where you're trying to give them something a little extra that you think
Yep.
they might need to work on, say addition or something.
Mhm.
You can go and find a traditional addition PDF worksheet
Mhm.
and then you can convert it to a Google slide. So they have that
Yep.
as a little bit of extra for them to
Yeah.
work on.
This is so
And then a really
cool.
fun one that you can do for a fun activity is you can make virtual bingo for Google
Oh, kids
Classroom.
love bingo, and I bet they're missing it in remote learning. So this is so cool that you
Yeah.
can do it through Google Classroom.
So on that same blog, Holly has written another blog showing how to do virtual bingo for kids using Google Slides.
Yep.
And again, she's gone through and has done, again, thank you, Holly, a numbered list. I love a numbered list.
She knows.
And it literally shows you how to do it.
So
Yeah.
clever, so clever. I mean, this is exactly what the kind of support teachers need, just to be able to see, like, sometimes it takes a long time to figure these things out for yourself. And that's what our team's here for. Like, Holly working this all out and stuff is going to save
Hmm.
teachers so much time. And it's so important to be able to still engage our kids by doing fun,
Hmm.
learning related activities, but things that are positioned as a game or sold to them as a
Yeah.
game. But the other thing that I wanted to just quickly mention, because you did say just before that they can be used for PowerPoints, and
Hmm.
that is so helpful because some of our PowerPoints are great for warm-ups. It
Hmm.
means that the
Yep.
children can access them every day. If you choose a multiplication warm-up or a sounds warm-up or whatever you want to do,
Hmm.
then they can access the same thing every day for that week.
Yep.
It's forming routines for them. Unfortunately, the only thing is if you are looking at our interactive PowerPoints, because they have
Yeah.
so many design elements, because we have graphic designers working here and working on those, and they have a lot of movable parts and graphics and
Hmm.
things, they unfortunately can't go into Google Slides.
Yeah.
But think of it like, your worksheets, and think about how much paper we're saving. Like, this
Yeah.
is definitely a benefit to remote learning. You could even use this if you're not doing remote teaching and learning. A lot of schools have moved to bring your own device, so you could deliver their
Yep.
tasks onto their devices for them this way, even if you're not doing remote teaching and learning. But it just goes to
Well,
show, like,
it's
the world is changing, and
that's
it's a really
right.
good thing. Yeah.
And it's just another delivery method, really. It's just a different way to provide the content. I was thinking though, with the virtual bingo, it could be, if you're sort of your class is Friday afternoon and the kids are a bit over it. Maybe you're even a bit over it. You can use in our studio function. You can make whatever bingo game you want. You can do it.
Yeah.
So you could maybe even do something a little bit funny where you put in little funny sayings or something, and then
Yeah.
the kids that's their game card has funny
Yep.
little things on it, and then Friday afternoon they can just have a bit of fun with
Make
it.
it really interest-based, and yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. So
Yeah.
good.
Or even like if you're willing to do, you could do something about yourself, like it'd be like,
Yeah.
it's all about Miss Snape today. It's all about me. So I'm
Yep.
gonna put it, you've got the bingo board and number one, Miss Snape grew up in where, and then they just would think that's fun.
I think so.
And you
I
could
think
put
I
some
would love
silly
that.
things in there.
Yeah. You could even set an assignment. This could be a good getting to know you activity for the start of the year too, for next year.
Yes, that's true. So yeah, you can do it. Go to the blog though, because it's going to step you through and you can have it you can even split your screen, have it open. So you're literally just following the steps. And once
Yep.
you've done that first one, it'll all sort of fall into
Oh,
place. And you even
exactly.
find once I started doing that, I've found like extra things where I was like, "Ooh, I can add this," or "I'm going to change the color and I'm going to do this." So you really,
Yep.
it's made very user friendly, and you
Yep.
will, once you've done a couple, you'll really fall into it and be able to do more.
Yeah. Oh, so cool. Yes, you'll be on autopilot and creating all sorts of things before you know it.
That's
I
right.
can't wait to see what you guys are doing. Share them on your socials. We want to see how you're using our stuff in remote learning, because I find that so interesting and so inspirational, the way people are just, I hate this word, but like pivoting. You guys are
Yeah.
doing such a
How have you
great
heard
job
that?
pivoting.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well done, guys. I mean, there's no other, it's the best word, but it is, it's one
Yeah.
of those words. Anyway, have a great week. Let us know what you're doing. And thanks so much for sharing. And Jill, thanks for all your expertise with Google Slides. I'm making a note to myself to link this blog, actually both of them, the Google Slides one
Yes.
and the bingo, into the show notes.
Yeah, I think we should thank Holly for her
Of course.
her numbered lists.
Amazing.
She knows me too well.
Yes.
Put numbers on it, I'm in.
Yep, yeah. And you could, I bet you would be like the type of person that would like mentally check them off as you go as well. Tick.
Mentally, if I
tick,
print
tick.
it out, I'll highlight it. Don't you worry about that.
All right. Have a good week, guys. See you next
Bye.
week. Bye. Did you know that our entire collection of over 300 Teach Starter podcast episodes are available on Spotify? Join us there and follow Teach Starter. Boop, 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 back and forth. Beautiful.
Exactly.